Take a moment. Pause this video and ask yourself, why is Africa so poor? I recently had a conversation with a friend where I asked this question and I was confounded by the answer that I got. At that moment, I realized that not everything is as black and white and obvious as it seems. We're living in an illusion, and objects in the mirror are further than they appear. When I asked that question, his response was that African leaders were corrupt. Our mentality is profane, that we are inherently unprincipled. For the most part, I did not dispute with those claims, not because I agreed with them, but because there was so much to unravel that I didn't know where to begin. So I hope that you can permit me if I start here. Great Britain, 18th century, we witnessed the rise of the Industrial Revolution, during which the Gambia, Ghana, Nigeria, Southern Cameroon, South Africa. All of these countries were under the influence of one country. The Industrial Revolution was accompanied by a boom in industries, factories, inventions like the steam engine, leading to cars and trains. The question is, where was Africa during such consequential period in history? Africa was underneath the stronghold of imperialism. Africa had no industry, no factories, only mines to dig the soil for resources to be extracted to other countries, including human resources. Exactly where do we think the resources came from to make cars, the rubber for tires? The world seems to have neglected the fact that 15 million Congolese lost their lives in order to supply Belgium with rubber to fuel the Industrial Revolution in Great Britain. And this is nothing new or profound. It's just how imperialism works. To take from one country, or in this case a continent, to cultivate wealth in another. If you're gaining any sort of value from this video, you can show your support by pressing the thumbs up button. It helps to spread this message further than you think. Whilst Europe began factories and mass-producing refined supplies, resources were taken out of Africa to fuel the constant demand. Does that not reflect accurately on what's currently going on in Africa? From the simplest of supplies like Ghana exporting cocoa and buying back chocolate, to Nigeria exporting fuel and buying back diesel, kerosene, asphalt, and road oil. So, no. Africa isn't poor because of corruption or illiteracy, because you'll find those on every single corner of the globe. I assure you that Africa is the least corrupt continent on the planet, and I dare you to challenge me. It's one thing to be corrupt. It's another to be the refuge of corrupt Nigerian politicians who take from the poor and buy properties worth millions of dollars in your country. In fact, there's a location in the UK nicknamed Mini Lagos because so many Nigerian politicians spend hundreds of millions of dollars to live there. Nigerians whose identity through the aid of whistleblowers have been exposed.
It's actually, for those in the know, known as Mini Lagos because so many Nigerians have bought into this development over the years.
On one hand, you call Nigeria fantastically corrupt. On the other, you welcome and give a home to the most corrupt people in Nigeria. Africa is poor today because we have missed out on over a century of advancement. Centuries siphoned to make improvements upon the economy of countries outside of the continent. People often forget how colonization works. Land, labor, economic and human resources all taken to the treasury of a few countries. Most people cannot fathom the implications of this financial cost. Cost used to finance colonial administration. Cost used to finance the reserves of foreign countries. Gold. Predominantly found in Africa, France has 4 times as much gold in its reserve than every single country in Africa combined. It's not by chance that 6 out of the world's top 10 poorest countries are francophone, all of which are natural producers of gold. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video. This tells YouTube that you enjoyed it, so others might like it as well. The more people that press the thumbs up button, the more people YouTube will suggest this video to. And I believe that this is important because it helps to tell the world our story. In no way am I excusing the malpractice of bad governance. I just think that it is imperative for us to understand the events that transcended from the highs of the Mali, Songhai, Kano, Ashanti Empire to the lows of Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe. In no way am I undermining these countries, but I use them as an example to shine a light towards our glorious past. Poverty in of itself is relative and subjective. It is contingent on your culture and social beliefs. The Maasai ethnic group, for example, are the closest people to the earth. Their relationship with the ground is supernatural. Distortions to the earth is viewed as a crime against nature, so they live a pastoral lifestyle. There's no amount of money that you can pay them to escape their way of living. They are wealthy in their own sense and relatively so. They preserve their wealth in cattle, each of which are worth between 70 to 170,000 Kenyan shillings. That's well over $1,000 per cow, some cows being worth even more dependent on their size. Amongst the Maasai community, you'll find children with well over 1,000 cows. You do the math. These children can live the life of a millionaire in any country that they please because they live a pastoral lifestyle. Do we then regard them as poor? How about the coffee women of Kenya who own countless acres of land producing and exporting coffee? They walk barefooted to their farms each day. If they're to sell their land, they will be worth well over millions of dollars. Capitalism isn't entirely African. Hence, there are communities in which dollars is nothing but paper. I want to use this opportunity to thank you all so much for spending this time with me. The two examples that I gave of the Kenyan coffee woman and the Maasai community were given to me by a fellow viewer. I am here to learn from you as much as you do from me. This is more than just a channel. It is my community as much as it is yours. I've learned so much from all of you. Everyone who comments, I read and respond to your comments. I would love to get to know you guys and to further this conversation. I haven't done any live streams on my channel yet, and I'm a little nervous, but I am willing to if you're interested. There's something that I've been working on, and I would love to know your opinion before I make the video. If you like this video, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel and also pressing the notification bell. Otherwise, this might be the last time that you see any of the videos of this channel. I love you all so much. Stay safe and have a wonderful day.